Good morning. If you are in a big career pivot and you want to create momentum, the number one thing you should do is go talk to a human. That's right. My name is Maria DeStour, and I go LinkedIn Live on Tuesday mornings to share tips and tricks to help you redefine what work means for you so that it works for you and not the other way around. Today, we're going to dive a little bit into the art of networking, informational interviews, how you can turn conversations into opportunities. Because whether you're trying to get a promotion or get a new job or build a portfolio career, grow your business, or even just figure out what comes next, there is one absolute. You will be successful when you talk to other people. And that's for a lot of reasons. Jobs are landed through conversations. Doors are open through conversations. Opportunities appear when you connect with people and learn about what is out there in the larger world. We all have blinders on. Open up the blinds, see what's out there. And when I take my clients through the 5-step career pivot process, I challenge them to have 2 to 4 conversations a week with people. Are you doing that? Initially, it's pretty easy. You start out with your family, your friends, people in your network. But then, how do you fill those 2 to 4 calls a week? These are people who are doing things you want to do, who work where you want to work, who have connections to the right audiences, or who maybe who have traveled a similar journey. Today, let's talk about the steps to get these networking, informational interview conversations on your calendar, how to help them feel a little less awkward and more purposeful. Because to be effective, you have to have a plan. Just to reiterate, you want to have those 2 to 4 conversations a week because 45 to 85% of all jobs are landed through connections in your network. Who's been sending out dozens and dozens and dozens of resumes and not hearing anything? That's because the hiring managers are getting hundreds of resumes for every job posting. Now, what would be different if someone from that company referred you? You would get a look at, you jump ahead of all those other applications. So when you go to set up these conversations, as I mentioned, start with the easy, low-hanging fruit, family, friends, coworkers, then you start digging. But what you are looking for is to, number one, you want to gain insights, a new perspective. You want to get information about what problems a company is facing so that when you write your cover letter, you can position yourself as the answer. Or when you're interviewing, touch on something that shows you went the extra mile to research. These insights will also help you gain clarity. I spoke to someone about an open position I saw, and they're like, you don't want to work there. It's toxic. Everyone left. Okay, that saves me and my clients some time. You also might get some insights of steps you can take to actually get into that industry or that role. Find out what steps they took to get there. Are there any ways to move faster? You can create champions and connectors, as I mentioned. A lot of companies have referral systems for their employees, and if they refer someone who gets hired, they actually get a bonus. It doesn't hurt to ask. People are so willing to help. All of this will help make you more visible in that sea of job seekers, in the sea of other businesses trying to sell similar services. You're not connecting with people to beg for jobs. You're connecting with them to build a relationship. I can feel it. I know. It feels hard. It feels awkward. It feels uncomfortable, especially when you're reaching out to people that you don't know or maybe are only kind of knows. And I hear you. Not everyone's an extrovert. Scheduling these chats, let alone having them, can be very anxiety provoking and terrifying, and that's normal. Why would someone want to help me? We've been taught, especially as professionals, that we can do it alone. We can be humble. We don't have to toot our own horn. And I certainly don't need to bother anyone, but all of that, those stories that you're telling yourself in your head are keeping you stuck because people do want to help. And you're not going to land if you can't articulate what makes you special, what problems you solve, and why this company needs you. You must learn to toot your own horn appropriately in these conversations. So here's a framework you can follow. When you're setting up these calls, when you're figuring out who to make them with, number one, be strategic. Before you start booking the calls, figure out who does it make sense to meet with. Yes, start with the low-hanging fruit, get comfortable, practice talking. Not every chat will be equal. You focus your energy on people and industries that align with where you're trying to go or what you're trying to do, what clients you're trying to land. So sit down and just have a day where you think about, who do I need to talk to? Who do I want to talk to? Who can accelerate my progress, my pivot, helping me land clients? Who has a similar audience or an audience that I need to access? What companies or industries do I want to break into? Go ahead and follow them on LinkedIn and start commenting on any posts they do. Strike up conversations with people that way. Who serves or hires or works with my ideal clients, customers, or companies? So start these lists. That'll help you get clear on where to focus your energy and where to schedule these conversations. Start with 5 to 10 people who you know are going to really move the dial for you. Strategic conversations are going to get you there faster. Number 2, make the ask and just talk. You can start with exchanging chat in the comments of posts. If they personally follow the people of those companies, and if they post a lot, start commenting on their posts, because if they're going through the effort to post, they really want someone to comment on it. And if you can value add and help a thread blow up, those people are going to love to talk to you. And after you talk to them a little bit in the comments, you can reach out and say, hey, I'm really interested in X. Can we talk? I would love to hear more about how you accomplish this. Show interest in them first. Do your homework, be prepared. And that is actually number 3. Show up prepared. Research their role, whoever you're talking to, where they worked. Take a look at their LinkedIn. Yes, cyberstalk them. Look for affinity points. Did you grow up in the same town? Did you go to the same university? Do you have similar interests? Have some questions ready. What does someone with my background need to break into your field? What do you love about your role? What trends are shaping the industry right now? Hey, then you can post on that on your social media. Know how to share your why, what you do very succinctly, and be clear on what you want to accomplish from this specific call. Step number 4 is offer something in return. Networking is a give and take. You might hear in a conversation, you mentioned you're struggling to X. I know a great tool. In your follow-up email after the conversation, follow up with a resource or an article or something of interest to them, and or go comment on their social media. Support them for taking the time out of their busy day to have a conversation with you. And number 5 is always end with this question. Who do you think I should speak to next? I have done this numerous times over my career and have ended up talking to 4, 5, 6 people at companies because they just do a virtual introduction to the next person. And that has given me valuable insights as to whether I even want to work for this company, interview points I can use, research points, what to post about on social media, what to comment on that company's social media. It presented me as an insider and I stood out. People learn your name before you even apply for a position. Always follow up. It's non-negotiable, whether that's in an email, a text, whatever. However, follow up, thank them. Are you ready to have your 2 to 4 conversations a week? Start small, start comfortable, even if you're scared, but start. And join me next week when I'm going to talk about how you can access that hidden job market. It is estimated that between 70 and 80% of all jobs never make it to the public job boards. So, how can you access that hidden job market? These roles are things that are filled through internal promotions, employee referrals, and direct networking. I know you'll find it valuable. I'll see you next week. Have a great week and connect with me on LinkedIn. Let my network become your network.